Okay, you guys, this is YaYa the Healer. We are out here as the Healing Trap Network with the Detroit Evictions Defense group, and this is something that I encountered in my life whenever I was evicted from my home by the Detroit police, illegally and unlawfully thrown in jail, and I was thrown in jail, and while I was in jail, all of my stuff was removed from my home, and my home was boarded up. So, in the midst of that situation, I joined a cause called the Detroit Evictions Defense, and I just feel like I have family. I feel like there are people here who care about what I'm going through. My son has went through this situation with me. As a 15-year-old child, his grades have gone down. He's trying to get into a technical school, and it's just I didn't tell him. Look, I will talk
to the people here.
I do because this is DD's finest. Okay, this is Miss Lex. This is what. Look at this deep. I ain't got it yet. We gotta figure out who she's talking about.
Do that and you go talk?
Yes, I will do that.
Videotape you.
Hold on, let's see if I can change the camera. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, you guys! Look, look.
You go up next. I'll videotape.
Okay.
And we're here to support Tara in her fight to defend her home. Been at it for a year.
At it for a year.
The next hearing's coming up June 1st, 11 o'clock. We need people to zoom into that, join us to support Tara. And at some point here, if it comes down to it,
Ladder,
there
Bob.
might be a situation where we have to defend Tara in her home.
Right.
And that's a decision for Tara to make about what steps she wants to take, but we'll support it.
Right.
And if it comes to it, we'll organize the defense of that home against the eviction. It don't mean we'll win, it don't mean we can stop it, but we'll fight. And that's what we can promise, is we'll fight.
Right.
So if people are trying to organize, if people are catching hell, ain't nobody coming to save us. Ain't nobody coming to save any of you. We're going to have to do it together.
Right.
We're going to have to do it ourselves. That's what time it is. Right. And I'm so glad to see people coming out because I know people are recognizing that. And that's what's really important. So if you want to join in, organize it, we want to organize with you. If you're organized, you're on your own, we're all for it, and we want to support you and work with you. Because it's the self-organized and ordinary people that's going to turn the tide here. And that's what's starting to happen, and that's what's, an old guy like me has been at it a while. It's really good to see that people are starting to fight. And we got a big fight on our hands. Liz, you gonna say something?
Oh, Liz passed the buck to me.
All right, come on.
How about the president that lives
Here, you want this, Lex? Y'all play too much. I'm so. Oh my goodness.
on me, right?
Well, yes, go ahead now.
That's the food. I'm not
I don't know why I'm here because I'm so new, but my fire is fierce. I am Jai Kaiser. I was totally illegally arrested in front of my child a month, well, roughly about 30 days before I was supposed to be out of my home. I had a crazy situation where I was given the opportunity for a home from sleeping in a car. So, of course, I took it. Nobody wants to sleep in a car. So I took the opportunity. I moved into a home. A couple weeks later, somebody entered this home with a key. I'm a human sex trafficking survivor, and I've just been through a lot of things that was too much for me. I called the police. The police tell these people, they claim to be the owners, hey, you guys, this is a civil matter. You're going to have to take her to court. You're going to have to evict her. I'm like, hey, okay, that's what y'all need to do. That's what the law says. That's what you need to do. If I was out of the law, y'all would be taking me to jail. Y'all walked in my house unlawfully. Okay, go file your papers. So we did that. I was received papers on April the 12th. I was granted 30 days to remove myself from the home, which would have put me at about May the 10th. My birthday is May the 7th, so please believe I would have been out there before the 6th. So May the 10th, I had a judgment from Judge Ruth Ann Garrett, I believe, for the 10th of May. Everything was cool. I was in preparation to leave my home. Everything was fine. I was working on my music, working on my businesses, but still in preparation, packing to leave. On the 19th, which was the following week, 7 days later, while my son, who is 15 years old and attends high school, um, was coming home from school, I was met by the police at my front door. They said, "You got a warrant for you for squatting in a home in which I paid to move in." Whatever. I was taken to jail in front of my child. The way that they came in, they would not allow my child to give me the keys. They would not allow me to give my son the keys to my house. They would not allow me to give him anything. So I had to call. They would not allow him to go in the home. So I had to call someone to get my son, in which he was in a familiar place at this point. We don't have any family in Detroit. I'm not from Detroit. I don't have an auntie, an uncle, a cousin. I don't have anybody here. So I was taken to jail, and then overnight, all of my belongings were moved from my home. I'm a business owner. I own about 10 businesses that I've had operational throughout the time since I was 17 years old. And I just lost everything. My inventory for my businesses, everything was removed from the home, and in less than 24 hours, my home was boarded up. So I went to jail at 4 o'clock one day, and the next day, 4 o'clock, all my stuff was gone, and the house was boarded up. That's what happened. And I just, I'm a different type of person, so I hold this positive energy, but it has also ignited a fire within me because I worked hard. I put myself on TV. I'm a recording artist. I perform all across America. I do a lot of things for the community in other realms as far as healing my community, healing emotional, toxic, and spiritual things within people. But now it has become where the homelessness has definitely, it's a problem now. Because when people are trying to help and be an aid to our community, we have people in our communities that wear these badges that are tearing our communities down, making our community lose hope, making our community lose faith in the things that are good and the things that are going to help our community. So that's why I'm here, totally taking everything that I've built within my brand and my business and my company within the last 13 years and putting it into this fight against evictions, because you can be helping the community and they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. And excuse me, kids, but that's the reality that the parents face whenever we're now faced. I went from my son walking to school to now I have to pay $40 a day to get my son back and forth to school, or he's not going to be in school. His grades have dropped because he's stressed out, because he sees his mother stressed out. And it's just like, we were just fine. We were just in a position where everything was okay. And overnight, the Detroit Police Department and Officer Gilbert, I have to make her name public.
Yes, yes.
Olivia Gilbert, detective of the Detroit Police Department, has signed a warrant, a false warrant under my name, had me arrested, and took everything I worked for the last 13 years. So I need answers. I don't know who's on these phones, who's looking, but I need answers. How a judge could judge me 30 days to be out of a home in an office in a Detroit police detective tells fuck that. How can the police officer say that means nothing? A judge hit that gavel and say you had 30 days. How can a Detroit police officer sign a warrant on me and take me to jail and flip my life upside down? When you guys can answer me that, then we might be going somewhere where we have some understanding. But right now, I cannot understand.
Yeah.
So right now, my life is flipped while I'm still being a community activist and still being a liaison for the people and the women and the single mothers of our community. While I'm still doing that, facing homelessness, I don't know what's going to happen after June the 1st because my cards were used, my food stamps were used because they had my social security card. My food stamps were used, my cards, my bank accounts were compromised by this detective and the team of people in which she led in my home. So since the city did that and gave rings and gave this lady a badge to do stuff like that, what are y'all going to do to fix this? What are y'all going to do? Because I'm upset and I'm upset and I'm mad. And I'm not mad and emotional. I'm mad and more innocent. Y'all let somebody behind a badge for 20, 30 years plus to rain hell on the community in which he's meant to be serving. And now we need answers. We really need answers. You guys have a list of 128 people. Thank you, DED, because y'all taught me this. There's a list of 128 officers that we can't trust in a court of law. So why the hell do we have to trust them to patrol our streets? That's what I want to know. How do we trust them to control our streets, but we can't trust them to give a sound statement in the court of law? That makes no sense. So I'm standing here with everything that I've built in the last 13 years, every ounce in me, and I'm gonna fight this fight till I see my Officer Gilbert must go. You caused too much hell in too many people's lives. The tiny home program is a scam. We demand their deeds. We demand what they promised. We demand what they were. We need the reparations for the promises that y'all lied and broke it. And then we need that now. We don't need that later. We need answers. Because there's homeless people. There's people who try to help this community and take the things they've been through to heal this community, and y'all tearing us down. So since y'all have these badges and these titles, we need accountability for what y'all are doing behind these badges and these titles.
Yes.
And that's what I'm gonna do on my platform. That's what I'm doing on my platform. We need answers. Where are the deeds? Where are the deeds? Where is the housing for the people that y'all displaced? Where is the charges placed on the people filing false warrants, false police reports? Where is it? We need to know where it is. Because guess what? You will not destroy my life and think that I'm not going to speak up. It's not happening. My son's grade goal, he had a goal to be a CAS tech. We have 1 month left of school. It is what, the 22nd? It's the 22nd. School gets out the 15th. All our kids get out of school the 15th. My son want to go to CAS tech. Before this happened, his grades were fine. My son is failing 2 classes. Explain to me how y'all gonna get my son in the... I need some information.
Yeah.
I need y'all to tell me. Because right now I don't have no understanding. And I'm pretty sure with the date being the 1st of June, there's plenty other parents who are here who want some understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't do anything but try to help my community that y'all have these badges and y'all say y'all love. Y'all come in people's homes with smiling faces, lie, point guns to them, and do things to intimidation tactics. Where is the accountability to what you vowed to do with your badge? Because right now you're not doing that. But you got the wrong one. The wrong one. Because I'm fired up. I'm fired up for me and everybody out here. I'm fired up for these kids. Right. I'm fired because when they mom is stressed out about where we going to stay, where I'm going to put these kids, the kids suffer on accident. The kids suffer on accident. Son, I didn't mean to yell at you. I'm sorry. It's not even you. I don't know where you're going to stay next week. I don't know how I'm going to wash your clothes. And then I got to worry about, I don't want to send you to school and the same stuff over and over again. We wearing uniforms, but them kids, we need answers.
Yeah.
We need answers. Because, see, you take down the community saying that you're for the community. Detective Gilbert, you stood in my face with a badge and said that you were trying to help me. How? I told you in my house, you got to be smarter than 5th graders than to mess with God's people. That's right. How? So I'm saying that while I'm on camera. You stood in my house and you told me you were here to help me. You sent me to jail when I was already leaving. How? Pull the body cams because they on there. That's all I got to say. I love y'all.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to come up and say a few words?
She's just gonna do it.
I got a fucking with brass knuckles. I just got stabbed in the lip 2 days ago. Staff members don't do shit, and I love y'all. I mean, I love y'all because the only way they're actually starting to do something is because of y'all. Before that, they weren't doing nothing. I got grown niggas taking pisses in a jar and they leaving in they room that just is cross contamination, just foul. I got grown men that don't take a shower. I appreciate y'all because you know I love you. And what's yeah, it's I love, but unless y'all weren't doing what you were doing, nothing would be like happening. I literally got tears in my eyes. because this shit is so frustrating. So this is not a safe place for any human being.
Yeah.
It's not safe. You gotta worry about other individuals that might don't even walk to us because you put the back on me twice. And you standing here activated. Real talk.
Nigga, I got stabbed with a screwdriver at the building. You can fuck everybody at the building.
I'm telling you, I'm just speaking the truth.
I'm speaking the truth.
So it's not back and forth. It's not back and forth. I'm saying it's not safe. No
Yeah.
person should have this players in the situation that's going on. I don't need a mic. I don't need a mic. I'm pretty sure you can hear me. It's not safe. And the only reason why anything's being done is because y'all are out here. And now the city's out there. So now they're doing stuff. Like, when it's bold, it's ain't over. Like, any issue, I'm pretty sure I know everything about it. I've been here for fucking 3 years. I can tell you. But you know.
I'm added to go to both of my channels, so now I can go back in and manage.
Don't come here.
This in the bed, bro.
Because
This is the main reason why we came
I
up.
gotta find my cup. Hold on. Okay, so y'all listen. What's up? I gotta find my cup. Y'all see that this is just a really. Many people didn't know what was going on, but that's this story. I'm talking to my camera. You leaving? This is Marie. Listen. This is my Marie, my godmom. She's a DD, but she belonged to me.
That's right.
She DED, but she belonged to me. Okay, I'll text you. She is DED, but she belonged to me. Okay. Let me see. Y'all, we got some cups, cause I got to get me. We got some cups. Damn, I need a cup. You did your motherfucking did your thing. This on this grill.
You did good.
What? This, God. You did your motherfucking. You did. Yeah, I love my DD family. I do.
That's the last thing I did. I was considering auditioning for it.
Okay, I'm in search of a cup. I think that we're getting ready to die off, but you guys, this is what's going on. This is real life family. We got more interviews, more things coming from DD, and more things coming from the Healing Trap Network just to heal our community because this is what it is. So I love you guys. Stay easy. This is your big favorite spiritual sister, Big YaYa, the big goddess with a big attitude. And for those who didn't catch it live, thank you for catching on the after parts. Make sure you like and share this video to everywhere. Peace to the Middle East.